Hello fantasy managers, today we've got the best premium player picks coming into matchday 1 of the Euro Fantasy. In this video, we're going to take a look at 5 players which will be definitely worthwhile considering to start in this squads coming into the first match day that are priced £10 million or over. So before we get into the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to show support for the channel and share this video with your friends if you guys are enjoying this type of content. And with that being said, let's get into the video. So taking a look at the first premium option on the list, it is Memphis Depay. Depay is coming in priced at £10 million and is positioned as a forward. Depay has been in great form recently for the Netherlands, as in his last 3 matches he's got himself 2 goals and 2 assists and was the 3rd highest total score involvements getter throughout the tournament. Also, he recorded a very impressive 18 shots across his 3 matches, averaging 6 shots per game, which does mean he's getting plenty of chances to get those fantasy points. Also, he is averaging 0.67 goals per 90 minutes, so he is scoring fairly frequently, which is exactly what you want in terms of consistency for a fantasy asset. Also, he is versing Ukraine as his first matchday 1 opponent. This should be a very good game for Netherlands, as I would expect them to dominate, so hopefully Memphis can get a return in this match. Also in the French league, Memphis Depay has been very impressive, as he was the 2nd highest goal scorer with 20 goals and the top assist getter with 12 assists across the season, so he has been performing very well, highlighting how he is a good all-rounded player. So I just think for £10 million in that forward line, he is a good option up top, especially considering that he does have a lower ownership than the likes of Mbappe, Kane or Lukaku. Now moving on to the second player on the list, it is Robert Lewandowski. He is coming in at £11.5 million with a 16% ownership, which does make him the 5th highest owned forward in the game. Lewandowski was very impressive for Poland throughout his World Cup qualifiers, as in his 2 games he recorded himself 3 goals. Over this period he did register himself 6 shots, averaging 3 shots per game, which is fairly impressive as he is getting a fair few chances for Poland. Also, he did make 3 key passes as well, which is fairly impressive for a forward, highlighting how he can be a good well-rounded option. Robert Lewandowski was very impressive throughout the Bundesliga this season, recording 41 goals, which did make him the top scorer in the league by a whopping 13 goals. He also got himself 7 assists, highlighting how he is a good well-rounded option, and also averaged 1.5 goals for every 90 minutes, as he was scoring it fairly frequently. So I just think for someone that is going to be getting so much service from his teammates, he will be on penalties as well. You would expect him to get a fair few goals throughout the Euros, as Poland do have a fairly promising group as well. They face Slovakia in the first match day of the season, which does make Poland options all the more promising, especially Robert Lewandowski. After that, they do face Spain and Sweden, so you could expect Poland to qualify for the round of 16, as I would expect them to get top 2 in this group. So for that reason of having a fairly promising group, scoring very frequently throughout the season, and being great value up top, I think Robert Lewandowski could be a good premium option to have in the squad. So now moving on to the third player on the list, it is Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo is coming in at £12 million with a fairly high 25% ownership, which does make him the 4th highest owned forward in Euro Fantasy. Portugal have a very promising first fixture as they face Hungary in matchday 1. This does make Cristiano Ronaldo all the more enticing, as in his last 3 World Cup qualifiers matches he did get himself 1 goal, but over these 3 games he recorded a very impressive 20 shots, highlighting how he is getting a lot of chances to score goals. Also, he did make 5 key passes, so this does have a good chance creation rate for his other teammates, which does allow him to pick up those assist points as well throughout the tournament. I just think for someone that is taking so many shots, making so many chances for his teammates, he is on penalties and free kicks as well, and he rises to the occasion in the big tournaments. I would expect Ronaldo to be a decent option to have up top. Ronaldo has been in some great form in the Serie A recently, getting himself 29 goals and 3 assists across this season, which does make him the highest goal scorer in the league, in front of the likes of Romelu Lukaku and Ciro Immobile. Also, with 0.93 goals per 90 minutes, he is scoring very frequently, and he took a very impressive 118 shots, which is more than any other player throughout the tournament. Obviously, this is exactly what you want for a Euro Fantasy asset, because he is getting so many chances to score, which obviously increases the likelihood of him getting attacking returns. Now moving on to the 4th player on the list, it is Romelu Lukaku. Lukaku is coming in at £11 million and is the 2nd highest owned forward in the game, with a very high 41% ownership, only behind Harry Kane. Lukaku played 2 games for Belgium throughout the World Cup qualifiers and recorded 2 goals, registering 7 shots over this period, averaging 3.5 shots per game. As well as getting a lot of chances for Belgium, he is turning those chances into goals as well, which is exactly what you want for a Euro fantasy asset. Belgium face Russia in the first match day of the season, which you would expect Belgium to do quite well in, so I would expect Lukaku to hopefully get a goal or an assist in this first match day, as Belgium should dominate this game. Also, Lukaku has 7 goals in his last 7 Belgium appearances, and this form is continued throughout his Serie A season, as he recorded himself 24 goals, which did make him the second highest scorer in the league. To accompany this, he also got himself 11 assists, which did make him the second highest assist getter in the league as well. With a chance creation of 1.14 per 90 minutes and scoring 0.75 goals every 90 minutes he plays, he's looking like a very good option to have in the squad, as he is quite a well-rounded player. Obviously, Belgium have a very strong squad, so you would be expecting him to get a lot of service, as he is the main attacking threat up top for them. So now moving on to the 5th and final player on the list, it is Harry Kane. Kane is coming in at £11.5 million and is the highest owned forward in Euro Fantasy with a 45% ownership. Kane played 2 matches in the World Cup qualifiers for 2 goals and 1 assist, as he was very impressive for England. He also registered 6 shots over this period, averaging 3 shots per game, highlighting how he is getting a fair few chances as well. With a goals per 90 of 1.01, he's obviously a very frequent goal scorer, and this consistency is exactly what you want for a forward. England face Croatia in the first match day of the season, which could be an interesting match, as both these teams played each other in the semi-final of the World Cup in 2018. After that, England faced Scotland and the Czech Republic, so you would be expecting them to do quite well in the group stage. This would of course mean Harry Kane will be getting a fair few goals and assists, as he will be keen to build on his very good Premier League form this season of 23 goals and 14 assists across his 35 matches. Kane scored 0.67 goals per 90 minutes and had a chance creation of 1 per 90 minutes as well, highlighting how he is a very good well-rounded option and provides us very consistent returns for his owners. So I definitely think he is justified as the highest owned forward in the game, and I think is almost an essential option to have in the squad. So that's what we've got for today for the best premium player picks coming to match day 1 of the Euro Fantasy. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a like and subscribe to show support for the channel, and once again share this video with your friends if you guys are enjoying this type of content. Also leave a comment, do you guys have any of these players in the starting squad, and is there any other premium options that you would consider to bring in for the match day 1 teams? With that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one.